Hello dear students, we are going to find out about electric dipole and electric dipole moment, where for an electric dipole it is defined as a pair of equal and unlike charges separated by a small distance is known as an electric dipole. If I consider a positive charge and a negative charge where both of them should be equal in magnitude and they are separated by a small distance, then we can call this as an electric dipole, and the distance between the two charges in an electric dipole is known as dipole length. We consider this dipole length to be equal to 2a. The reason is, if you consider a center between the two charges, from the center to each charge, if I consider the distance is a, so the total distance becomes 2a. The line joining the 2 point charges is known as the dipole axis. So in the diagram we have represented what is the dipole axis. It is also known that the net charge of an electric dipole is zero because both the charges have equal magnitude and they are opposite in polarity. That's the reason the net charge on an electric dipole is always zero. Electric dipole moment can be defined as the product of magnitude of charge of one of the charges of the dipole and the distance of separation between them is called as electric dipole moment. An electric dipole moment is represented by the letter P, which according to the definition can be given as magnitude of charge of one of the charges. So it could be written as P is equal to Q, as both of the charges have same magnitude. We can consider any one of them, into the distance of separation between them, which is 2a. Therefore dipole moment can be given as Q into 2a. Electric dipole moment is a vector quantity. Hence, to represent it in terms of vectors, we would have vector P is equal to Q into 2a into unit vector P, where unit vector P shows the direction of dipole moment. This direction of dipole moment is always from the negative charge to the positive charge. So the direction of dipole moment is directed towards the positive and away from the negative. So we have dipole moment direction from the negative charge to the positive charge. SI unit of electric dipole moment is coulomb meter, which is capital C, coulomb, and M, which represents meter. If I consider an electric dipole and the line joining the 2 point charges is known as the dipole axis. So if you consider an imaginary line which is passing through both the charges, it would be known as your dipole axis. And a straight line passing through both charges is called as the axial line. So this dotted line as shown represents the axial line. And now a straight line passing through the center of the dipole perpendicular to the dipole axis will be known as the equatorial line. So I have the equatorial line which is passing through the center of the dipole.